Hello everybody, this is Greg29407 back with another edition of Shroud of the Avatar. Well, we are sitting here down in the Perennial Coast area. Ardoris is right over here, and we're sitting next to this creek. As you can see from our map down here, we are down in this lower area. Today what I want to do is I want to go through the Spectral Mines, take you on a tour around there. Spectral Mines have a lot of iron ore that we're going to go ahead and take advantage of today. And they have another whole section of adventuring that you can do in there. A lot of undead. It's a bit of a tough level. That's why I have Tiffany St. Ange with us today. She's my higher level character. She's adventure level 79. And she can handle this a little bit better. Multiple ways to get into the Spectral Mines. The main way that people usually go into is right up here at the Spectral Foothills, as you can see. We are down here again, Perennial Coast. Here's Ardoris. There's Solania, there's Celestis. And if we take this trail right up here, we would end up in the Spectral Foothills. And when you go in there, then you just run through there as a tier 4 area. You would run through there until you get to the Spectral Mines. It can be a little tough if you're a lower level character and you just want to get in there and get some iron. So I'm going to take you through my preferred method of getting to the Spectral Mines, which is going through Solania. It's a little bit easier, and it opens up other areas that especially low-level characters can do as well. So let's go down this way. Map out of the way. And let's head over to Solania, very popular town in this area of the map. And I say popular in that it's almost impossible to find real estate there. And look at the fog is pretty thick here today. Good heavens, look at this. So we're going to come over here to Solania. I have some property in Celestis. In fact, Celestis was the first town I ever put property in, and I still really like it a lot. Here we go into Solania. And this is a swamp town. It's a smaller area. I think it's like maybe 35 or 40 lots in here, and they're all taken. And a very nice little area. It's the same map as they used for Mud and West End. Maybe one or two others, but I know those two for a fact. And they have some missions in here. We've gone through here before. We went into the low-level mines. What was it? Was it the White Guard silver mine? They have the entrance to that in this map as well. So Solania is kind of the basis for a lot of different places. A lot of some players haven't gotten their vendors updated recently. So we're going to come all the way through here. The main part of town is right up this area. We're going to pass right through there. And there are various missions in here you can do. Especially good for low-level players. You have to talk to the captain of the guard over here for something, for a low-level mission, that kind of thing. And now that they have fishing implemented in the game, you can do a lot of fishing in this water, which is considered salt water, and then over in that area, the swampy, the fetid water. So a little bit of everything. I'm going to come down this way. And what I want to do is I want to go to a crypt that's right over there. It's off to the side. It's easy to miss. You can kind of cut around here and then go around this rock. But you're going to get wet no matter what to get over to this crypt because there's no other way of getting over here. And this crypt will take you also to the Soul Town sewers. So you can connect from Soul Town to here. And this will also take us to several different areas, including Spectral Mines. The Solania Catacombs. Now, Spectral Mines has iron, and it's, I think, one of the better places to find a decent amount of iron in it. Now, here's a guy, an injured soldier. They would give us a mission. We're not interested in doing that. So we're going to come this way. And if we go around that, let's take a, there's no map here. If we go around here, we're going to get to a bunch of different areas and things like that. But what I want to do is I want to go this way. And look at this guy, he suddenly shows up. We have some enemies in here. They used to have a bunch of elves in here in this area. They replaced them with these bloodbone footmen. There's an elf. Might as well loot them, see if we get any worthwhile. There's quite a few bad guys in here. Look like the elves have been killed by these bloodbone characters. Here's an elf. He survived until now. I don't want to take too much of this stuff because I don't want to fill up my my inventory with junk. Now, if we go through here, this is an entrance to another part. Let's see, what is this an entrance to? It's an entrance to Soul Town. Okay, that's how we want to get into Soul Town. Let's kill this guy. Okay, let's come back out here. Oops, we missed a dude. Now we want to continue through this doorway here. And go through this tunnel. Get a little fabric scrap. I just turned around, sorry. I got to turn around. Let's continue up this tunnel. And this is going to take us into the spectral mines. There we go. Now the spectral mines can be pretty tough. And it's the enemies are I think it's like tier 5 basically. But there's a lot of these guys and they'll show up and they will swarm you. So even if you're a fairly high level, you got to keep your eye on things. It can be a little tough because of the amount of enemies you're going to fight. All right, before we get started here, I am going to eat some food. I have a bear steak and potatoes, so I'll have a... This is going to boost up my health and focus, both out of combat and in combat. Most importantly, in combat. Also boost my strength, and there's a 2-hour time limit on this. I'm also going to boost my strength of the earth, and I'm going to bring up my water elemental. Okay. So first thing we want to do is break through this wall. And once we go in here, we're going to have a bunch of skeletons to fight. And this first wave of attacks is going to be the toughest because they're going to come from all directions of us. Oop. That was my mistake because I wasn't prepared. You want to keep your eye on everything around you. And I'm also not going to loot any of these guys because, as we mentioned in the last episode where we went to the Graph Gem Mines, looting these guys makes them return faster. So if you're here just to do grinding for enemies, then by all means, loot everybody. But if you're going to, like us, we're going to just go through and get iron and take a tour. We don't want that many enemies. And this guy's is trying to take us to where we don't want to go here. All right. So let's take a look at the room we're in. Okay, so here's the entrance where we came in. And it's basically a round room. Let's take a look at the map. So these are the spectral mines. Mainly for iron, we're going to be concentrating just right in here, just in this one little area. So we came in from the Solania, and we had this one room right here. We're going to do this a couple times. There's a little inlet in here. And we get all the iron. I usually do two rounds. And then we're going to go into this room. And this is, again, more of the enemies. We're going to go do this a couple times, and I come back and do this a couple of times, and back to here a couple of times. And I go in cycles. It gives the iron enough time to recycle, and the enemies recycle as well. After that, what we'll do is we will go through some of this other part, and I'll take you on a tour of all these different hallways and things. If we had come through the Spectral Foothills, we would have entered right here. So we'd be in roughly the same room we're at now. So we would have fought through a bunch of enemies in a Tier 4 adventure level to get to here and then end up in the same room. So as you can see, coming through Solania is if you just want to get in here and start doing iron ore, then come through Solania, because that way you don't have to mess with all those enemies. I generally go counterclockwise. And again, I'm not going to take you through every piece of ore in here, because you don't want to watch me just sit here and mine for a couple hours. But I just show you where we're at and what we're going to do, and give you a good idea of what we're doing here. There are quite a few lights in here. I try and turn them all on. We don't get bonuses for turning on lights, although I think we should. Break some boxes. Steal some coils of rope, always very useful. But what you'll do is you continue to go around here. Now, iron is harder to find than copper. It's a little bit kind of a brown as opposed to gray, which the rest of the rocks are. So you got to kind of keep your eye on stuff. And after a while, you get to notice where iron is supposed to be. Always keep an eye for any enemies, because they do respawn in here, and again, they will swarm you. And there's a lot of these arrow shooting fellows, which are pretty tough. I started taking Tiffany in here when she was like level 3, and it was tough. I mean, I'd run in, grab a couple of pieces of iron, and then run back, skimper back into that tunnel where towards Solania. But I needed the iron, and they had the iron, so there you go. I'm going to avoid going through that entrance. That's the other room. So again, I'm just going to make the cycle here. I generally do 2 cycles, because the iron will respawn, but after a while you start to go, oh, I need to kill some more time. So I kill the time by going into this other room, the big L-shaped room, and doing that iron. Now, usually what I'll do is I'll just go through here and mine iron until I'm pretty much full. My inventory is full, and then it's like, okay, well, I think I've got everything I can head back to home. Generally, I found this about 5 cycles will take me through, but again, I do twice per room per cycle. Generally, I'm pretty full up. If you have a smaller inventory, then probably less. But you try and make it worth your while, because you fought to get in here and kill these enemies. You might as well reap the harvest. And again, that hallway, if we follow this, would take us out to the Spectral Foothills. There's also the entrance to the rest of this map. There's a tiny little thing right here we're going to go through in just a minute to take us through all this other stuff. Okay. Then right over here, got some more enemies. Oh, he fell down pretty good. That was pretty handy. He just dropped. Now, the one thing about spectral mines is when you do start to get swarmed, you want to use the environment to your advantage. As we'll see when we go to the other section, there'll be some times where we just need to run and hide around a corner. Give yourself time to heal up a little bit and wait for the enemy to come in. Get away from the direct attacks of the archers or the mages. So they have to run to you, and if they run to you, then they're not shooting. If they run to you, you have less gap to fill before you can attack them. Right now I'm working on getting up my armor preservation and weapon preservation. There are a couple of lower level ones I'm trying to boost up here. So as you can see, we'd do another round in here, and then what I would do So let's go ahead and into this. Oh, see, they're starting to respawn already. Let's go into this other room. The secondary room, the L-shaped room. Right here. I find it's best to be bold in this room and just go right at him. As he runs deeper and deeper into the room, we're going to run into some of his friends, so we got to be careful with that. So again, I do the old counterclockwise routine. Doesn't matter. You can do anything you want. This just seems to be the method that works for me. Generally some enemies right in this corner over here. And then around this corner, there's quite a few. What will happen too is they don't respawn normally. Like suddenly you feel like you got your pattern going pretty good, and then suddenly they're respawning really fast and in different order. It's like, wait a minute, what happened here? How did these guys suddenly show up in duplicate? So right now, see, we got 3 guys fighting us. And my candle went out too. There'll be a lot of iron in here. Let's get back on our track here. So we'd come through around here. There's only some iron around that. Yeah, there's a big chunk right here. There's quite a few in this little dead end area down here. The little cul-de-sac. Usually some enemies in there too. So again, they don't always spawn in the same places, and the iron doesn't always spawn in the same places. There's some basic places where it will show up, but not every time. So it's like, oh, where's that great spot that's usually here? Sometimes it's not. A little bit of variety. Oh, here he is. He was waiting for me. One thing I'm always trying to keep an eye on too is my water elemental to make sure that you know, she didn't wander off and suddenly get attacked and killed by skeletons. I'm by myself. Oh no! Throw some lanterns in here. You always want to keep looking around in here, because they will come up behind you. They're very sneaky. Now if you come over here, put some more rope. Okay. Now right over here, tucked in this corner, is a treasure chest, and this always has a dragon bone throne in it. So that's always good. Now it weighs 50 pounds. I like dragon bone thrones. I use them a lot in my town. And it's only once per round, so you know it's not going to replenish or anything. That's it. But it's 50 pounds, so it is going to weigh a lot. So you may, depending on what you're doing, if you're just going to be mining a lot and you want to spend 2 or 3 hours in here, you may not want to take the dragon bone throne because that's 50 pounds that you could be getting filled up with iron. But I'm not going to spend the whole time in here with you because that'd be boring to watch a 3-hour video of me mining. And so we'll just take the one and we'll keep moving on. So again, we'd come through here and turn on lights, take some rope. And again, I would do this room twice, and then I would go back to the first room, do that twice, and back to the second room, do that twice, and that kind of thing. That works for me. But what I want to do next is show you an area that you don't even need to go into for mining at all. In fact, the mining is not very good in here at all. But it's the rest of the mine, the rest of this map. And I've taken you in here once before when we did the Book of Virtues. One of the books is located in here, way up here. It's a little room. And so we'll go up there. So we've been in there before for a different reason, but we'll go through here and find the tunnel. And there's a kind of a maze of tunnels in there, and it can get a little confusing. So we'll try and go through it as best we can. Failure. Okay, let's head back. Oh, he's come back. He's respawned. He's ready for fight. Okay. Now we're going to have a full room of enemies in here. Or maybe not. I think we will. Yeah, I see one right over here. Oh, he stunned me. Okay. So now here's the entrance that we came in from Solania. Oops. Let's finish this guy off. So if we were all loaded up on iron and we're ready to leave, that's the way we would probably exit back out. And then through here, this is the way if you came through from the spectral mine, from the spectral foothills. Okay. But now notice there's this little thing right here, this little entrance. Squeeze through here. So here we go. Now we're in this other part of the map. And there's a hole here. Now this door is locked. And the key is going to be somewhere else. And we got to drop through this hole. And notice there's no ladder. So once we drop in here, this section of the map, we're kind of done. We would have to either find our way through that door to get back out, or we could use a teleport back to wherever we want to go. So let's jump on through. All right. I'm gonna replenish my light here so I can see what's going on. So we're in this gigantic room, this big room with the lava right here. And there's gonna be some enemies in here. There's a guy over there. Let's take a look at there's an enemy over there. There's a bunch of them in here. Let's go up here first. Little skeleton. So we've got 3 of these little rooms here, and there's a treasure chest in that third one. Let's fight this guy. See, we're already getting shot at. Somebody's got some arrows. I got an ice arrow, which doesn't do that much damage. But it is my one ranged attack, so it helps out. Oops. Okay. Let's kind of clear the room a little bit here first so we can explore at our leisure. Okay. So we win that first one. Let's look in this second one. skeleton with old rusty sword if we want that. Okay. Now there's some spiders in there. Let's stay away from them. Here's the third one. Now according to the map, there's a treasure chest in here. Let's turn this on. The triangle shield. And what's that over there? Ah! Look at that! A treasure chest in a secret room. Put away my attack. And I got a long sword. Well, that's kind of disappointing. Treasure in this game is not what it could be. Some old rusty sword. Now here's a door over here. Look, I got them double teamed here. All right, let's get them both in front of me. Let's get the fences up. Use my AoE attacks. Oh, I got 3 of them now. All right. Uh-oh, I also see that somewhere my water elemental is being attacked. So there you go. Oh, you attracted the spiders. Laura Palmer, I told you to stay away from the spiders. All right. Okay. Always be careful of that. So we are now going to go up that staircase and look around what's up here. Look like the hallway's going to go around here and loop around back to this other room. So we're kind of over that big room, which we haven't explored enough. We'll get back to that in a few minutes. Well, there's the big room down there. So we're just on this walkway above it. Big lava flow down there. Maybe at some point they'll put some treasure in these little rooms and things like that. Aha! Look at that! Aha! Hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. All right, let's drag them around the corner to us. Keep them in front of us. Use as much AoE as we can. If it becomes too much, we'll want to do a graceful retreat. If possible, take out these archers and mages first. Okay. All right. Look, you're a little late to the party, buddy. Again, it's a reasonable challenge, especially if you're lower level. It can be really, really difficult. But even so, you're going to keep you on your toes no matter what. They're all just a bunch of little empty rooms. All right, there's the big room again. We're higher up. We're over that lava pit. Again, right over there is where we came in. Those are those 3 rooms, and the 3 rooms we checked in. Skeleton down there. Oop. Oh, look at Ghastly Deadeye. Uh-oh. He's a named dude. I think he's a recent addition to the map. All right, where's he going? Okay, there he is. Hey, where are you going? Time out, okay? Quit running away. Ooh, that was a nice hit there. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to loot him and see if I get anything. Spectral Mines to Midmere Passage Key. All right, that's pretty good. Turn some lights in here. Again, we came in right over here. So we haven't looked over here and all this stuff yet. Eben Cultist Champion. All right. Now, one thing we are looking for is a key that's going to get us through that door so we can get back to the entrance. So I think it may make sense to go ahead and loot all the guys we're going to fight in this whole section. Actually, maybe, oh, there's a Spectral Mines key shown right there on the map. Mm-hmm. All right, let's fight this guy. Oh. Oh. Aha! Better loot these guys. Let's see what's down here first. Midmere Passage. Oh, okay. So if we choose to go to Midmere Passage, that's it right there. That would be the way to Midmere Passage, which we don't want to do right now. All right, let's see what's down. We skipped this passage right here, and this right here. Let's go down here. This is the door that will take us back to the entrance. That's the door we're trying to get the key for. All right. Let's go back up here. So we have that room, and we also have that tunnel. Let's check this room out first. Bunch of various things in here. Aha! Treasure chest. I think it's going to be our key that we need for escape. Spectral Mines key. There we go. So we can now get out. But let's continue to look around a little bit. We did not explore the whole area. So let's take this map right here. It's going to take us back downstairs to that big room and a couple other rooms around there. We want to check everything out before we leave. Here's a guy that's shooting at us. Let's go back up here real quick. Because this entrance right here is going to show us just an overview of another room. The Lich Mage in it. We can't get down from here. But we can come through this door down here that will take us into that room. It is actually a secret door. If we came in this way, we wouldn't notice that we'd see the shield. Let us know we had to come through this way. All right, there's that room we were just over. So this better be careful. It's a bunch of enemies all of a sudden, and they're stunning me. want to do. Let's keep them in front of us. Okay, good. Well, you hit me with that shield. It was pretty hard. All right. Let's loot all these jokers. Now that's the room we were just over, and it's got that lich in it. But let's, before we go in there, let's see what's down here. Yikes. We're in that lava hole. That's where that lava was. It's a bit of a dead end. Ah! Did he already come back? Wow, that was fast. Maybe he just ran in from the other room. Alright, let's go on. What does this do? Look at anything. Alright, there's that lich guy. I think there's a treasure chest. Yeah, there's a treasure chest in here too. So let's go in here and fight this dude. Oh boy. Oh, I should have put on my defenses first. Defenses first. Oh boy, he's got me. Come on. Come on. Oh boy. I'm getting attacked by fire too. Alright. The old wizard over there. That was the place we start off at. Let's see if we can avoid him so I can get this treasure chest. Ah, under attack. Come on. Go out, fire. Okay. Yeah, junk. Junk! Okay, so they're starting to respawn. Again, if you want to fight a lot of undead, and like for instance, if you're using the life magic tree and you want to build up that and get that banish undead power, this would be the place to do it because you can get a lot of practice on that one. All right, let's go back through this little secret door we came through. Oh, I didn't. Oh, never mind. Wait a minute. I'm not done yet. Let's kill this guy first, then we'll go back out. We didn't search the entire big room. Well, all right, I'm not going to follow him. Let's come back out here to the big room. So we come up here, we're going to be over that big room. There's the big room. Oh, look, all the skeletons came out too. Oh no! What's my water elemental doing over there? Come back over here, you idiot! The water elemental took the wrong turn. Oh boy. Now we're in trouble. My water elemental is dead. Alright, I'm going to use the hallways to my advantage here. Look at that guy, he just showed up. Alright, let's use my dowels, put that fire out. Okay. So we're back in this big room. Let's go around and continue to look at the rest of this big room. The Dragonbone Throne. Whee, I'm sitting in it. So again, we came in right over here, that corner over there, and those are the three rooms we looked at. We saw the chest over there. There's a treasure chest over here. I bet there's a piece of junk in here again. Oh, another Dragonbone Throne. All right, I'll take it. I shouldn't. It's just going to weigh me down, but what the heck. Now, going through here is just nothing but trouble. This is a big room, and then we go through here, and we're going to get a couple of dead ends right now. I'll fight some ghosts, but I'll take you through here and show you what's in here, because there is the one of the books for the Book of Virtues map, not map, the Book of Virtues quest, which I've done a video on. And also during springtime, around Easter, they have that killer bunny rabbit. He lives down here. And apparently he's one of the toughest enemies in the game. I haven't fought him before. But if you kill him and you get his head, you can get it stuffed and put on a trophy mounted. We got a little bit of citrine gems, but that's pretty much it. There's a ghost. Again, if you're just in here for some grinding to get some XP, this is not a good place to be right here. There's not enough enemies to be worthwhile. You know, you probably wouldn't come in here for any of that. I just want to show you the whole map. We don't want to fall down below. So we'd come up this way. So we got a little bit of gemstones in here we could mine, but I don't know how often it replenishes. Down here is a dead end. There may be some spiders in here, it looks like. Oh yeah, that's a big room of spiders. I don't want to go in there. Oh, there are some more gems in here now. This was like a nothing room before. But they got a few things in here. Okay. Get some gems and things. And then down here, you would find during spring, again, the killer bunny will be in here, and their book right here. The Fearful Warrior. This is one of the books you need, one of the 12 books you need for that mission. This is not a copy, this is the original, so this is what you would actually need. I'll take it again. And again, I've got a video on my list of videos that shows exactly how to do the entire mission, where all 12 books are located. I take you through. So this is one of them. All right, well, let's head back out of here. We have our key. So we need to go find that door. Come back the way we came. Yeah, they're respawning already. Let's go around here where it's a little safer. I don't want any of those guys from across the way attacking us. Although we've got Laura Palmer's once again in trouble. All right. But how do we go out of here? Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Back upstairs here. Back this way we came up here. And you can follow this from the tunnel, on the map. Right in there is where we got the key. Let's fight him again. I'm waiting for our water elemental to show back up. Generally, if you get far enough away, she'll show up, but it doesn't look that way. I think she's busy fighting enemies she should not be fighting. What I like about pole arms is it does a lot of critical damage, and it has a lot of these AoEs. And it costs a lot in focus, but it can be very effective. Alright, so here we are. That takes us through there back to the Midmare Passage. Here's Laura Palmer. And down this way takes us to this door, which we now have the key for. I have the key. Uh-oh. Where's my key? I used it on the other door. Uh-oh. Let's go back in here and see if I can get the key back. No, there's no more key. Uh-oh. Spectral Mind's key. Yeah, where's my key? Oh, I bet I used it on that other door. Oh no. Oh no. Oops. When I open this door up, I think I used my key. I thought that'd be a different key they'll use. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that was a big mistake on my part. All right, well, maybe I will just teleport. I'm sure that one of these guys will probably give us another key. Spectral Mind Midmare Passage key. Okay, that's not the one I need. What if I can use it anyway? Let's see. For some reason, it used that. Let's see here. Yeah, I had that. And I had my other key. Well, that stinks. So I'm just going to have to wait on somebody to give me the key or just teleport out. I don't like that. Okay, we are back. I finally got the new key. Spectral Minds key. It was from one of the, I had to go through the entire map. I was running around killing all these various skeletons and bad guys. And right down here, here we go. Spectral Minds key. I had killed, it was one of these, those wizards, the Eben Dawn Wizards guys. He gave me another one. I got a couple more of the Spectral Minds of Midmare Passage keys, but that didn't do me any good. So let's see. Let's see if this works. There we go. And we're out. So as you can see, there's the hole we climbed through before. So if you do, they should not have used that key up like it did. It's not supposed to work that way. But if you are in there and you've already gotten the key and now the key's gone, if you just keep killing those guys, eventually you will get it back. Another one will drop for you. So that was a bit of a pain in the neck. But this takes us back to this little entrance thing. And right there is our iron mine. If you want to do some more loops on the iron mine. I think we're going to call it a day on this particular video. That takes us through the spectral mines. You've seen every bit and nook and cranny of this thing. And I hope that helps you out with the mines. Good place to get iron. Good place to fight the undead if that's what you're looking for. Good place to boost up your XP. As you can see, I had my armor preservation and weapon preservation set. I got 10 levels on both of those today just by doing this thing. So that's pretty good. I'm up to level 70 on both of those now. Pretty nice. So until next time, this is Greg29407 along with Tiffany St. Ange saying arrivederci, and we will see you next time.